can't cope with it. And it is actually it is disadvantaging, especially children from poorer backgrounds, because they don't have the cultural capital. They don't have the quiet room and the laptop and the tutor there. And all the statistics show that the social mobility is decreasing. We saw it during COVID with the algorithms spatted out. The exam system is not fair. What we're asking children to do is not fair. We are destroying their love of learning. My own daughter at 7 years old did stats. It nearly broke her. It nearly broke my daughter at 7 years old to feel as if she felt like a failure at 7 years old. And it took her mother as a psychologist and her father as a teacher to override that. But not every child has a psychologist or a teacher overriding it and saying, don't you worry about it. Some of those children are in the Dweckian stage, they feel like failures, they stay as failures, and the curriculum is just letting them down because they just can't meet that. They can't write an essay. They can't do it like that. But then again, why are we writing essays in the 21st century when artificial intelligence can do it in 4 seconds? Walk into an exam hall in the middle of June when it's absolutely roasting, and you're asking kids to recite and resuscitate information somewhere up in the back of their brain while they're basically a teenager. When you think about it and take a step back and say, it's an absolute unbelievable gauntlet. We have unhappy children because they don't feel as if they can achieve. And everything's true now.
No, sorry, you're just going off on a rant now. And actually, it's not good enough. We've already been through this whole 21st century nonsense so many times, right? And all it did
We're in
was...
the 21st century.
We have done it so many times. Every single rubbish fad that I ever had to teach, which made me not want to teach, was because we need a 21st century education. Look, I actually think that there is one point that I will concede, which I do think there's a difference between primary and secondary. And I think what we did, we inverted it in primary, and we took away so much of the knowledge, so much of the basic knowledge that we needed to teach. Right. And if we got it right there, because at the end of the day, if you're primary, it is reading, writing, and maths. Ultimately, you've got to get those things right. You've got to do certain things. And it will always be slightly old fashioned in primary. And I don't mind that. And if you want to go off and do more stuff later on, that's up to you. But what you can't keep doing is gutting primary and gutting the experience of children, because if they cannot learn to read and write at that basic level in schools, the failure they feel carries on over. And I'm not saying that we need SATs, but what I'm saying is we keep going through these